Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we are going to be sharing the top 5 mistakes we have made buying an RV, so stick around. Hey everyone, welcome back to True North Wanderers. I'm Mark.
I'm Natalie.
And we are excited that you're joining us on this journey as we share RV reviews, RV tips. We've been RVing since 2017, made so many mistakes, and thanks to this amazing community on YouTube, we hopefully will not make as many in future camping seasons. But we wanted to share with you today the top 5 buying mistakes that we have made. We're coming into RV show season. You're going to be getting excited as the weather starts to change eventually here, and you're really booking camping sites now, depending on where you are in North America. So we wanted to share these tips with you, especially if you're a first-time RV buyer. These are really important. So we're going to go from 5 to 1 with a bonus tip at the end. So our number 5 mistake that we have made is not knowing what you can tow.
Oy vey.
Oy vey. Schmear. To quote Michael Scott. So our first RV was a Trail Vision by R-Sport, I think it was. They're not around anymore. It was a hybrid. It was a great first trailer. Natalie had owned a cabin and we sold that, or she sold it, and we wanted to still experience the great outdoors, and so we bought this thing. It was a great first trailer, but we had a Honda Ridgeline, and the reality was that vehicle is rated to tow 5,000 pounds. The trailer was around 3,500, but there was just such a, you're towing a block of a brick down the road with a very aerodynamic vehicle, lots of trailer sway. So knowing what you can tow is really about understanding your payload and also your tow capacity. The general rule of thumb, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos, especially if you're new, stay within 80% of your tow capacity and your payload. What is payload? It's not just your ton weight of your trailer or your pin weight of your fifth wheel, which rests in the bed of your truck or on your hitch if you're towing with an SUV or truck or whatever. It's also the people in the vehicle. It's all your camping gear that you put in there. So you need to kind of understand that before you go out and go, yeah, well, I've got 1,000 pounds of payload, so I'm going to buy a trailer that's 1,000 pounds. There's so many other factors that play into it, so you've got to know how much you can tow. Number 4 on our list is not evaluating the type of camping that you're going to do. And there's a couple of different ways that we can go with this.
Yes, absolutely. There is a difference between being a full-timer, obviously, or being a weekend warrior. And if you're going to be camping in state or provincial parks, if you're in Canada, or if you're going to be boondocking, or you're going to be in an RV resort for, extended periods of time, it really does make a difference. Typically, in Canada at least, the provincial parks, which are stunning, they tend to have shorter sites. So you really have to be aware of how long your actual RV is, whether you're in a fifth wheel or a trailer. That does make a big difference. We had a very, very sketchy situation at one park, and our trailer at the time was only 19 feet long, but it was up a big hill. We were way off the ground. It was quite scary. I was like, don't move, don't breathe too hard. Let's just, walk like polar bears on ice. That's the way it was. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then the other thing I would add to that is, are you Netflix and chill people at night? Or if the weather's bad, are you like hardcore, you're gonna be outside, rain, wind, sleet, snow. We're Netflix and chillers. Sue me. We like having, we work hard, we're real estate agents during the day, and on the weekends we like to go camping. So there are some nights where we'll sit around the fire. There's also some nights if it's raining or we're just wanting to hang out and watch a movie inside of our RV. And the reality is the first one, second RV we had, quick story here is we had ordered one right before COVID, and it was going to be great to have this whole log cabin theme inside. It was so cool, and the dealer actually got an email from the manufacturer saying, well, actually, no, we had a VIN number for that unit, but we're not making that model anymore. And we're like, what are we going to do? So we took one off the dealer's lot. It was a 19-foot Wolf Pup, and if you've seen their other videos on our channel, we do a review on that one.
It was cute.
It was cute, but this is again going back to the type of camping we want to do. We want to Netflix and chill. Well, it just was not set up that way. 19 feet, we didn't even have a real full bathroom, right? So
you had a fold down bed.
Yeah.
a Murphy bed,
Yeah.
with a big ridge in the middle of it.
Not good.
So being, above 40, it was very uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly. So really understanding the type of camping you want to do, and that's going to change over time, and that's okay. But if you can at least figure it out for your first RV, and I always say your first RV is never your first RV, so it's never your last, I should say. All right, number 3 on the list is impulse buying. Yeah, I know, fingers pointing over here. And I think we've made a couple of impulse buys. One in particular that looking back on it, we should have had a sober second thought and slept on it maybe for a week. I think we slept on it for a night, but we bought, there's 2 things I think that come to mind with this one. So I'm going to show a picture on the screen here of a Rockwood Mini Lite front kitchen model. It was a really cool trailer.
Yeah, it was. Great bedroom.
Yeah, but we compromised because we were looking at, number one, we were looking at like a 26-foot trailer with a nice living room, which would have adapted nicely to our Netflix and chill thing. But I got a little tripped up by wanting to park it in our backyard. So we do have an RV parking pad in our backyard, but the max is 26 feet. So we found this Rockwood, which we had understood at the time to be a better brand than the other one we were looking at. And I think it was, can't remember the brand. But anyway, irrelevant. So we made that decision, which, we almost immediately regretted because I have back issues, Netflix and chilling on a U-shaped dinette, which was the only thing in that trailer. There was no theater seats, no nothing, was not good. So the impulse buy was literally going online, finding our current trailer.
While we were camping.
I'm in pain. And I'm like, I just want a theater seat that massages my back and heats my back. And so we bought the trailer that we have now, which is a Grand Design 297 RSTS. And, realistically, we wanted a fifth wheel. We should have just, stuck it out with that Rockwood. And we're giving you, this is real and raw, guys. We're giving you our absolute huge mistakes that we have made. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
The other thing too for us, because we are realtors, our schedule is all over the place. So we were doing a lot of camping where we were actually working in the trailer, and we were sort of parked close to the city. So, well, not that far, so we could drive in if we needed to. It just was a real slog to work in that thing. The other issue was we bought the trailer in March, and it was minus 30.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get the slides fully open because it was frozen and the seats were frozen. So we had no idea how bad it was going to be. So
yeah, exactly. So that really leads into, mistake number 2 on our list here, which is not doing enough research.
Yeah.
And although I am a YouTube nerd, I watch all the YouTube RV channels, and you do as well. With that particular Rockwood, that was one where we should have done more research. We watched some reviews online, and that's why we created this channel too. I think one of the best things that I have done now is we're looking at our last trailer we'll buy, which is a fifth wheel, is join Facebook groups. I'm on the Alliance RV Owners Facebook group, the Brinkley Owners Facebook group, the Grand Design group. So all these groups, people are sharing not only the good, but really the bad, because that's what we want to know. We want to know, how's the manufacturer responding to warranty claims, the build quality, common issues that people are having with a model that we might be interested in. So join the Facebook groups, do your research, and yeah, there's some great content out on YouTube, but make sure you look for unbiased content, would be in my opinion. And finally, we have come to number 1 on our list, which is buying the wrong sized RV.
That is a big one.
Yeah.
That's a very big one. Again, it does affect where you're able to camp, all of that kind of stuff, and towability. It also affects where you're parking your trailer. Like right now, we obviously can't park our trailer in our backyard because it's 34 feet long.
Yeah, 34 feet.
So that does make it a little bit more challenging for us. We have it at, fairly close to our house, but it's still sort of a pain. But
yeah. And that's the reality. We knew that when we bought it, but the enjoyment we get when we're in that trailer, when we're out camping, the ability to work, the ability to have a little relief from my back, to be quite honest, with the theater seats is amazing. We have the full kitchen, we have a bit of an outdoor kitchen as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think buying the wrong size, I think, it's one of those things, right? Like you don't want to go too big, you don't want to go too small, but then as you get camping, you will know, unfortunately, what what size you need, but if there's any way to kind of avoid some of that, if you got little kids, you're going to want probably a bunk model of some sort. So there's a lot of different options out there, but do your research, know what size you want to purchase. So we come to the end. Thanks for watching the whole video. And here's the bonus tip, and it's kind of a two-parted bonus tip. So number one, should you buy a warranty? So
yes.
Are you a yes person?
No, well, I am and I'm not.
Yeah.
It depends on the age of the
Yeah.
trailer or fifth wheel. That does make it. You hear horror stories of people out on the road and suddenly their slide falls out. That kind of stuff scares me. So for the big things, I think it makes sense, but it's
well, and you know, here, so I mean, I think the warranty we have on our current trailer was around $3,500, and we can use it anywhere in North America. Here's the challenge: when you call some of these places to get booked in, especially if you're in high camping season, you're 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks out from actually getting your trailer in. Whereas I could have called a mobile RV tech, which we have done, got them to come to our campsite, a couple $100, and that issue is fixed. And for that $3,500, outside of the major items like a slide or suspension items or the actual frame, you know, there's a lot of things you can get fixed for that $3,500, $4,000. And then the other thing I'm going to add on for a bonus tip here is, if it was me and I was buying a new trailer, I don't think I would buy one without some sort of solar. And there's many manufacturers now that are including at least solar prep. I think you want that, because even if you're going to boondock or do dry camping for a weekend, rolling back to that Wolf Pup, we had 100 watts of solar and 2 AGM batteries, and we were able to boondock for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We got through 3 or 4 days with that solar on it, and it was fantastic. Had a 12-volt fridge, and so we were able to really enjoy that weekend out in what we call Crown Land camping in Canada, which is like BLM camping in the United States.
Yes. And the Keystone, remember we went camping or the Rockwood. We went camping in that on a May long weekend, and it snowed. And our solar was not good, and it went very haywire very quickly.
It was very haywire. That's a whole other video which we'll get to on another time. But that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that as we walk through the graveyard of our past RV purchases and the mistakes that we've made. And comment down below, what mistakes have you made purchasing an RV? I know there's a lot of people that don't just purchase one. So thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up as we try and grow our channel. Subscribe to the channel, as we'll be putting out a lot more content like this. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.